Hello and welcome to the March edition of Better Informed. Great to see you. The temperature's getting hotter outside, and as is the property market here in Dubai. So we're starting now to see prices recover, demand recover, and that's not uniform across all of Dubai. Of course, there are winners and losers in all markets, but in the prime Dubai markets, the prime Dubai communities, the villa communities in particular, places like the Palm, we're really now starting to see double-digit price recovery over the last 3 or 4 months. The question then for a lot of homeowners is now a great time to sell, or should I hold? Should I hold that property with a view that property prices will go up further? Now, my view is yes, I think property prices will go up further. I suspect not at the rate or the speed we've seen property prices increase over the last 3 or 4 months, but I suspect there's still room for property price growth over the coming years. So if I was owning a property, I didn't have to sell now, I'd certainly be looking at a more long-term view of holding that property. However, there are very compelling reasons why certain people should really look at now as a good time to sell. Number one, the desire or need for liquidity. If you need to sell a property now for business or family reasons, actually you should be fairly confident that this is not a bad time to do it. In certain communities, you may be looking at prices higher, 10, 20, 30% higher than you'd have been looking at back last summer. So not a bad time at all. What I would suggest is you need to get a valuation on that property, and you may just be surprised what you can achieve in today's market. Number two, you're looking to trade up. The best time to trade up and sell a smaller property to buy a bigger property is always when prices are at their lowest. I suspect prices were at their lowest last summer. However, we're still in a situation where people, smart money, will be looking now is a good time to trade up. If you wait much longer and the property prices continue to grow, that gap between the smaller property you'll be selling and the bigger property you're wishing to buy will get wider and wider and wider. So if you're thinking about trading up, again, get yourself a valuation done on your property. You might be surprised what you can achieve for it, and get yourself out there looking to buy. Number three, you might look to sell now if you consider the money you have tied up in a property could get you better returns elsewhere. It might have been that you purchased a property at a higher price and the yield you are currently getting on that property, that money you have invested in there, is not working for you. You might be better off selling that property at today's prices, which again, you might be surprised are fairly positive, and then reinvesting that money, particularly if you're going to leverage up on today's low interest rates, spread the money a little bit and get a greater return. So, should you be selling now? That really is up to you. What I would advise is get a valuation done on your property. Again, you might be surprised at what it's worth in today's market, but speak to somebody who knows what's happening. Speak to somebody who can tell you what's recently sold, somebody who is an expert in your local area. Now, luckily enough, we have plenty of those on our website, so come and see them at www.betterhomes.com or give me a call. It's good to speak to you again. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.